say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, down a throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact blank hole that you want.
And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on the head. Low man wins. All the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what do you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the try is no good. The guys after the miss, no change in the score. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32.
Anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Trying to make magic with his feet. To the 43-yard line. And a first down for this offense.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Makes the tackle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tar Heels in the hurry up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Inside the 30. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference, defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. No room to return with no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, just setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll go to the ground. Really good run and gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. From the gun, looking for a man. Big guy spins it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you have to turn it loose deep. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Jefferson. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a catch on the play. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him! And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job early building a huge lead now in this offensive situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Snagged out of the air. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He might want another play. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And they get him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to pass, it's Jefferson. It's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this deep. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Might as well give it to him again. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease.
Grab behind the line. It's blunt. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Round and pound, baby. Let's go. Hornet. We need 6 on this drive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Got it.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback moving. And to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack. Or just understand.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense the same page for this big down. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down.
This thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have with the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Takes the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's going to take off. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got to to know when to give up the play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits and those third down and shorts, fourth down and shorts, red zone opportunities.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now throw. He's finally stopped and brought down to the 15.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, North Carolina! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer that sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off the play fake on first down. Lost the throw. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy connection.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Blunt. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jefferson. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball. But if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game. What a run. Great speed, great great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Completed pass, he goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up the 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to just I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked out at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one play that you can... It hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, but who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needed to get a score. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Clark. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more times. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Just keep slinging it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Blunt. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. First down and more. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll run it to keep the front moving. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Clark. He's moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Gets the back moving. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. We think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been
Throws for the end zone. Able to haul him the pass along the sidelines, but couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays.
There we go again. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. He's got him. The offense will use a timeout pocket stop with 22 seconds left.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, and particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the skills that we're working. We run a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
He's going to throw deep right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game.
This game can kiss my ass, bro.
The clock hits 0.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high, the defender. You're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets the front. How about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him?
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.